Well, that was unspectacular. 6-1, Cincinnati Reds. Let's open up the series with a win against the Yankees. Let's box scores. Alan Winans pitched his first game as a Yankee at the major league level. 4 1/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 strikeout, and 62 pitches. It's okay. Started to get hit. He started to come around. So I guess he'll get another shot in a couple days in the second round of the rotation for Ryan Yarbrough. Ian Hamilton came in, 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, pretty clean, 2 strikeouts. Tim Hill came in, 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run. Mark Ladder Jr. came in an inning, 2 hits, 1 run. Sometimes I have a feeling Hamilton or Hill can become vulnerable at the deadline. From the Yankees, I'm looking at a high leverage arm in the bullpen, somebody that's not going to walk a lot of guys, right? So offensively, Paul Goldschmidt 0 for 5, Cody Bellinger 3 for 4, stud of the game with 2 doubles. Okay, he's batting .261 now. Aaron Judge 1 for 3 with the home run, the only offensive scoring of the game for the Yankees, a 420-foot home run to left field. Giancarlo Stanton was 1 for 4. He's actually hitting .304 now. Stanton. Jazz Chisholm 0 for 4. Anthony Volpe 0 for 4. Austin Wells 1 for 4. DJ LeMahieu 0 for 4. Jason Dominguez 2 for 4. And that's pretty much it. The Yankees had 7 total hits, and not much to call home for. Not much to be excited about for the Yankees. If I'm them, Jose Trevino's at the dish, right? And one of the biggest criticisms and complaints the Yankees fans had of him when he was here was that he couldn't throw runners out. He didn't have an arm. So from the Yankees, I'm getting guys on base. Why am I not running rampant? Why am I not trying to steal as many bases as possible against this guy? Right? Why am I not doing that? I don't know. So if I'm them, I'm going to be more aggressive on the base paths tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. They have to be, right? I mean, tomorrow's pitching matchup, Carlos Rodon, who's 9-5, versus Chase Burns. It looks like he's making his major league debut. So maybe we can jump on him, just like the Reds beat up on Winans today. Now around the horn, Diamondbacks are up 8-0 on the White Sox in the ending going into the 9th. Pirates are up 5-4 on the Brewers in the 8th. Mariners are up 11-2 on the Twins in the bottom of the 9th. The Angels are up 5-3 up on the Boston Red Sox in the bottom of the 1st. And the Angels have bases loaded right now. They've already scored 5 in the first inning. No score. National Padres in second. Cardinals beat the Cubs 8-2. Braves beat the Mets 3-2. And the Orioles beat the Rangers 6-0. Now this Angels Red Sox, who's pitching this game here? Walker Buehler. 2/3 of an inning so far. He's given up 5 hits and 5 runs. So that's it there. And wow, okay, that sucks for the Red Sox, but also sucks for the Yankees. This offense is too cold, and we need somebody who can be a constant instigator, somebody that doesn't allow the offense to go into these crappy little down spurts, right? Somebody, who they can be a table setter at the top of the lineup, right? So, and yeah, the Yankees are hitting a lot of fly balls in the warning track. Judge, a lot of these guys, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really care what Cal Raleigh does. Good for him. Is he at 31 now? All right. But if I'm the Yankees, I'm going to get 1 or 2 relief arms, high leverage ones, and a bat. Excuse me, a bat that can play multiple positions, but can also serve as the leadoff hitter at the top of the lineup. The Yankees are again being linked to Ryan McMahon for third base from the Rockies. I don't know how much teeth it has, but He's not a righty hitting third baseman, but he's playing pretty well. He was a 2024 All-Star. The Rockies. He's got a couple years left on his contract, and maybe he'll provide a spark in the lineup, right? So I don't know. I just don't know. So right now, yeah, Judge. Yeah, no, I'm confident Judge will be okay. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be right at 50. So, and we'll see if Cal Raleigh does the same thing. If he does, more power to him. Whatever. So, yeah, I mean, it's I don't know if the Yankees are going to get a starter at the deadline, only because Will Warren's pitched well. Hill's coming back. And if you can get a fifth starter like Will Warren to throw 20 starts, that's pretty darn good as a fifth starter. So maybe he'll even throw more than 20 starts. So that's not bad in terms of a fifth starter for the Yankees. And again, that's without Cole. That's without Hill. So imagine when their rotation's fully stocked next year. It'll be better, right? The Dodgers are trying to trade for Alcantara. Good for them. Good. Good for them. I don't think it makes sense for the Yankees to acquire a starter. I'd rather get relievers and bats. I think we'll be okay with the starters. I think Winans will be better his second time out. Cam Schlittler's got better stuff than Winans, so I could see him coming up at some point too. Because off days are needed to keep these guys healthy. One off day does not create a big slump, but these guys need, to get an off day on occasion for recovery. Ahmed Rosario, confident that could be a good multiplayer trade. I mean, both of them are going to be free agents, so there obviously will be rental situation, but could be. I'm not worried that. I think it's Tiffany, for me at least, it's too early for me to worry. But I understand other people that when other people are worried. I totally get it, Tiffany. Totally get it. Totally get it. There's some things that the Yankees need to work on right now and address. And I'm hoping that they do that before the deadline. And Schlittler's got better stuff overall than Winans does. That's for sure. He's in Double-A right now, but he's got better stuff. He's in Double-A. He's got to move up Triple-A and see. Let's see if he maintains that type of production. So IKF, I don't know. IKF would be an upgrade of what we have now, but I don't know. And from the Yankees, I'm shooting higher than IKF. So is who good, Tiffany? Schlittler, he is. He's got some pretty serious stuff. Better out stuff than Winans. He was just happens to be Double-A. So the running and scoring position issues is frustrating. That's what I was just saying earlier, Jacob, that in a situation like this, when you have Jose Trevino, who was notorious when he was with the Yankees for not being able to throw guys out. If I'm getting guys on base, I'm running them. I'm running and running. I want to run rampant on Jose Trevino so that we get guys to second and third. That way, if you hit a ground ball, you have a better chance at scoring somebody from third base. You hit a sac fly, you have a better chance at scoring somebody, right? That's why I want to keep running the ball. No. But they need to do that. I hope they do that tomorrow. I really, really do. No. I don't think the Yankees. I don't think the IKF is actually going to happen, but I'm not surprised they're looking into him. No. Does who play for the Reds, Tiffany? I know the guy. What's the other guy? Heimer Candelera. He got DFA'd today by the Reds. He was a guy that a lot of folks wanted last year for the Yankees. They wanted him. They wanted Luis Rengifo, and both of them were just. Yeah, they would have been a bust here. Yeah. Well, Damon, keep in mind we don't have enough bench depth. unfortunately. We need bench. We need Cashman to supply Boone with more bench depth to make it easier to have a consistent lineup. Because when you give guys, and they're going to need regular off days, right, to keep them healthy. When you have a bench that's not as deep, you're going to have to rest your regulars somewhat frequently to keep them healthy. So that means it's going to be hard to have that consistent lineup all the time. Eugenio Suarez got hit in the hand today by a pitch, so there's a chance he could be injured now. Suarez, Brandon, we'll see. We left too many runners stranded today. Left on base Yankees tonight was left on base 9 guys. Left 9 guys on base. Yankees, yeah, I mean, this is what I'm saying. And it's like the Yankees, there were things they did not employ today. And they had opportunities to drive guys in. Judge didn't get it done. Stanton didn't get it done, right? And that's frustrating. Judge, yeah, he got his home run in the first inning, but after that, it was just lights out, and the Red starters just kept the Yankees bats off balance the whole night. The whole freaking night. And that's a frustrating thing, too. But right now, Gurriel Jr. for what position? What position, Jacob? Well, yeah, the Reds were able to score runs in scoring position. Yeah, the Yankees were not. This is why with a catcher who doesn't really have a strong arm, I'd be running like crazy on this guy. And I want to get my guys from first and second to second and third. That way, if you put the ball in play, at least one guy has a chance at scoring. If that happens twice, that could have been a couple more runs the Yankees would have had. It could have been a different ballgame. No. Yeah, I might think so too, Jocelyn. We have Rodon tomorrow, and then we have Max Fried in Game 3. So we do have a chance of winning the series. If we win tomorrow, I feel a hell of a lot better about winning the series. So, small ball too, yeah. Yeah, that's a part of small ball, Beagle. Being aggressive on the base paths, manufacturing activity on the bases, right? This is something I would like to see from the Yankees on a regular basis. Yeah. Too many strikeouts too, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like a guy who strikes out less that can come on here and create activity for the Yankees. We need one of those guys. So, yeah. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, too much of that tonight, Dennis. Too much of beating ourselves. Way too much, man. Yeah, 100%. That's frustrating as hell. It's very frustrating, I'll tell you that much. Yep. I wish it was a different situation. I really, really do. Yeah, work the counts, make the pitchers throw more pitches, man. Right? Like they got the Barlow, and then Barlow struck out Judge and freaking Stanton. Like Scott Barlow, I mean, come on. What are we doing here, man? We have to move guys on the base paths. We have to do it more regularly. We absolutely do. There's no excuse there. There's none. Can't defend that, man. Just can't do it. Yeah. And tomorrow's got some major league debuts, so I would be jumping on this guy as quickly as I could tomorrow. Try to jump on him early. But I signed with Volpe losing some home runs to focus on slapping the ball. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. He hasn't given me any home runs anymore. I just want him to get on base and put the ball in play regularly. Yeah. Yeah, he made the bullpen look really good today. Yes, we did. But yeah, I mean, again, this is a Tito Francona team too, so you know they're going to play the Yankees hard. This is true too. No. Yeah. Gotta cut down them freaking unnecessary strikeouts. It's just too much. Too much of the K's, man. Absolutely sucks. 100% Dennis Jimenez. Yeah. that, I mean, it's hard to, generally I'll look for a silver lining or something, but it wasn't much to see tonight. Really wasn't much to see. Maybe the Yankees to come in, maybe a new face to kind of shake things up a little bit, right? Only bright note I put out early was Spencer Jones. He's just murdering the ball right now. Murdering the ball. His OPS is like 1,400 over the last 20 games, 10 to 11 games. It's crazy, and he's cut his strikeout rate in half. So many people are saying strikeout rate, K rate, right? Because that's the talking point that goes around everywhere. Look at his K rate in the stretch. It's been cut in half. No, he's a much more dangerous hitter than Dominguez is. Yeah. Well, Tiffany, I move him to AAA. And I try to trade Everson Pereira for a relief pitcher. That's what I would do. Because I don't think Pereira is going to get an opportunity. Yo, my man NFE from the strike zone. By the way, if you folks know Mikey Mazza from Ford Train Express, he's being deployed tomorrow overseas to serve the country. So let's wish him well. Let's all wish Mazza well. And thank you, Mazza, for your service, bro. Right, Consul Yeti? Yeah. We'll see, Brandon. Yeah, I mean, I want Spencer Jones to be called up to AAA this year, promoted to AAA. And I would look to, and I said this before, if you're not going to call up Everson Pereira, then you got to trade the guy. Get some value. And you put him in a package for a high leverage reliever or something like that. Right? No. Yeah, Mazza. We're sending love from over here, bro. We're sending love, man. I think they are shopping Peraza. Well, Peraza was the guy that was in the failed trade a few weeks ago for a reliever. So there you go. A little bit of intel for you. Yeah. And a fee, bro. We need to work. I mean, we need to get on base. We need to run rampant on Jose Trevino, man. We got to run rampant on him. Let's move guys from first to second to third. That way, if they put the ball in play, at least one guy has a chance to score. Manufacture some more runs, some small ball runs, right? So Hamilton is probably vulnerable. I think Tim Hill's probably vulnerable. Your friend's wife's going to Africa. Tiffany, she in service, and thank you to her for her service too. Spencer Jones, he's on fire right now. Beagle, always a pleasure, my brother. We'll keep it relatively short and sweet here too. I gotta get a shower and get some rest tonight. Yeah, the Yankees have to stop leaving guys. They have to move these runners over, man. If you move a runner over and you drive him in a couple times a night, then that's less runners in scoring position that you left on base. Less guys left on base. Like, crazy. Albany. Nice, Beagle. Nice. Albany, New York, man. But yeah. Well, yeah, I think he's got trade value, Jonathan. He does. Look, if you're not going to trade for a third baseman, yeah, give Jose Jesus Rodriguez a chance. But just remember, it doesn't guarantee he's going to rake up in here in the major league level either. Just because he's doing a AAA. Doesn't necessarily mean he's going to rake up here. No. Yeah, Bryson Dominguez. Yeah, you got that right. We need some more lefties in lab tomorrow against the righty. 100%. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're 5 weeks out from the deadline. We're going to hear a lot of stuff. Like I said, the Yankees are linked again. They're connected right now to the Rockies for Ryan McMahon. As of tonight, they're tied into him again. I don't know if there's any teeth to it on the behind-the-scenes end. I'm looking to find out, but they're connected to him again. So, but I'm thinking 2 relievers and a bat will be a good deadline for the Yankees, and a reliable bat. Someone who can put the ball in play and run the bases. Yeah, the NBA draft. Yeah, I mean, congratulations in advance to Cooper Flagg from Duke for becoming a #1 pick for the Dallas Mavericks. If he doesn't go #1, then the NBA needs to be shut down. Wink, yeah, I can see them making a move early if it's available. But I mean, it's a seller's market, so it's really up to the sellers to decide when they want to make their players available. They could wait until teams get desperate, closest to the deadline, and that forces teams to overpay. So, but Cashman's always roaming the market to see what's out there. So, I can see him making a move early in the deadline. Which move? Which move? I don't know. That I don't know. No. Yep, they're Thunder. Oklahoma City Thunder, first time NBA champs. Yeah, and made Tyrese Halliburton recover well from his torn Achilles. That sucks. Really sucks. Rumors in Vegas and the expansion return. Wow, look at that. A Vegas team and back to the Seattle Supersonics. All right, take that. Yeah, I mean, Dominguez isn't doing much with Timothy. He's not really, like it's just, folks are pounding Volpe for, offensive ineptitude, and there's no reason why we should be giving Dominguez an get out of jail free card all the time either. I mean, I'm hoping that they both pick it up, but I mean, it's got to be fair across the board. NBA East is definitely wide open. The Knicks need another piece at least. Hey man, you got to do it, Sunil. You DFA'd Winans and added music. Well, I'll be ready, Sunil. I'll be ready, bro. I'll be ready. And you have 100%, Jonathan. Knicks need to get the right players. 100%. The Knicks got to get a piece. You're seeing they need another piece, a good piece. So, in order to get to that next level, yeah, like Indiana's got a well-balanced team. No. But I'm glad the Pacers. If an Indiana team wins a championship, I want it to be the Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark's team before the Pacers. So, yeah. So I hope that happens at some point soon. But this Oklahoma City Thunder team is really good. We're a very good team. KD trade to the Rockets. Did he get Kevin Durant get traded to the Rockets? Did he really? I don't know why people are so like. Let's see. Kevin Durant had a reason to believe there was a trade was close before news broke on Sunday that he was headed to the Rockets. I did not see that. Well, look at that. Traded to the Rockets yesterday. I guess he's still pretty good, huh? I don't see the package there. Well, it definitely makes the Rockets better. Yeah, good for them. Good for them. Legacy Seattle Superstar, yeah. Legacy Seattle. That's just true. This is true. Trade to the Rockets. Well, good for him. Jocelyn. Good for Durant. I don't agree with Stephen A. Smith that the Knicks made a mistake not trading for KD. I don't think KD's the right fit for the Knicks. Need someone else. Yeah. They take the Suns to the promised land? No. They take the Brooklyn Nets to the promised land? No. He got a championship with the Golden State Warriors because they had Curry. They had all these other guys, Draymond Green. They had all, those other dudes, Thompson. So he was an added piece to that. But they won championships without him. So I'm a pass on Kevin Durant to the Knicks. I think the Knicks need to go younger. And maybe he did get tired because he did look different in the third and the fourth inning. So, yeah. Nice, Neil, the troll John. Yeah. I remember when Seattle Sonics had Gary Payton and had Sean Kemp and those dudes. And they were playing the Bulls real hard. They were giving the Bulls trouble. I remember that. That I do with the Jordan Bulls. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Jocelyn. I mean, the management's solid, but I don't agree with their, I don't know if they should have fired Tom Thibodeau. And the front office was the one that made these moves. And, your Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, really forgot how to play defense in the playoffs. So, I'm not sure. And who are they going to bring in after that? Jason Kidd, I don't even know if they're going to get permission to do that. Yeah. Andre Iguodala, yeah. Yeah. That Warriors team was stacked. Absolutely stacked. So, but yeah, right head coach exactly, and another big. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Danny Hurley, wow. Can you imagine that? I think the Yankees will make a trade within the next 2 or 3 weeks, yes. Most likely for a bullpen arm. See, oh my God, Stephen A. Smith, no. Hard pass on Stephen A. Smith, man. That's the Buck Show of the NBA. Yeah, well, that's a good comparison. That's a good comparison, Sunil. About UConn fan, yeah. Very rarely. I know people are talking about Jay Wright from Villanova, but I don't know. Even Rick Pitino didn't pan out. Calipari didn't pan out in the NBA. So, yeah. Yeah, I heard that, but he's not gonna go anywhere. Running for president, he's not gonna go anywhere. Some of these people just why? And hopefully, no kidding. Well, they've got 3 Nova guys, right? Brunson, you got Hart. No, 2. They had 3. I think they had 3. Oh, and is it Bridges? Villanova guy? Yeah. So 3 Nova guys on the next squad. I mean, might as well bring in Jay Wright. But I don't know if he'd be willing to come to. He's in a sweet gig at Villanova. Genie Bus selling the Lakers. Probably another infusion of money. Maybe this guy will spend a little bit bigger, give LeBron a chance to win another championship. Maybe, but well, Dos Garcia plays the outfield, though. We need an infielder, Joseph. I like Dos Garcia, but we need We need an infielder. We play multiple infield positions. Mm-hmm. I agree too, Jocelyn. Younger and more progressive and less corporate. Yep. Especially if you want to compete against the insane asylum, call MAGA. Hmm. Is it Bridges, Chocolate? Is it Mikal Bridges? Is that the other Villanova guy in the Knicks? Yeah, an infielder and bullpen. Potentially two bullpen. Yeah. Eugenio Suarez got hit in the hand tonight, so he might be injured. We'll see. We haven't heard anything yet in terms of details on his injury or potential injury. Good for Cal. Let him keep banging him out. Seattle's going nowhere. No. Yes, we needed somebody like a shutdown defender here. The Knicks, we do, and just a dominant scorer, like somebody who could just shove right when they need to shove. Like it's just, yeah, yeah. I heard the Yankees and the San Francisco Giants are keeping a close eye on IKF. IKF. Eric Swanson for what? Sign Eric Swanson for what? You seen? What's Eric Swanson doing? Let's see. Eric Swanson, pitcher, 15-19 ERA. Probably not. Probably not. Uh, Probably not. I think we need some high leverage guys in the bullpen. One or two of them. Yeah. Oh, I can't stand them either, Jocelyn. They're getting more extreme, more desire to be dictator led. I don't think that's the case, Sunil, but it's nice. It's a fun to think that the Dodgers bought the Lakers with the help of Fred Otani's money. I do think the Twins will probably sell at the deadline based on where they're going. Yeah, McMahon would he's a guy that I would seriously consider as somebody who can help move the needle. I don't think he'd move as much as Donovan, but I don't think Donovan's going to be gettable, unfortunately. Oh, I totally get that too, Johnson. Reggie Miller trolled the Knicks for years. Yeah. Willie Castro and John Duran. Well, I'm not sure if Duran will be available, but he's a guy that I would look into. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 222. I did see that. I did see that. But he'd be surrounded by a better lineup here in New York too. Candelaria? Nah, probably not. He got the FA by the Reds today, so probably not. I want to go higher. No. Yeah. Yeah, well, exactly. Exactly, Jonathan. I do think they'll lose the house, yeah. I do. As they should. Yeah, the Mets optioned out Acuna back to AAA. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. No, I think that it has the talent, but there's a piece that's missing. There's a piece that's missing. Eugenio Suarez. I'm not exactly sure, but he got hit in the hand by a pitch today. So we got to see if he's going to be healthy or if he's injured. He's injured. I already answered that. You're seeing 3 times. Who leaves? Daniel. Good question. It's a good question. Not exactly sure. I think it depends on who they trade for, what position they trade for. Well, that would be nice, Jocelyn. The house I could see, the Senate would be harder. No, I don't see Volpe being sent back to the minors. I do not. Mm-mm. You're gonna send him back, then you gotta send Dominguez back too. Yep, Christian Campbell. He was sent back to the minors, and the Red Sox gave him $60 million. $60 million. Hmm. Oh, the house, the thing. Okay, is that what you mean? Okay. I think I do. And some of these nut jobs need to be voted out in the House. Some of these crazy, insane nut jobs. Yeah, that is a lot of money sent to the minors. $60 million. The Red Sox gave Christian Campbell. Yep. How much Duke you gonna have? I mean, Cooper Flag is that's only one Duke guy. No, that's a good Duke guy. You're gonna need a couple. All right, Beagle, and I'll wrap this up in a minute too. You need a couple of Dukies over there, so you know. Yeah, I mean there was a beef between Devers and the Red Sox. There's no doubt about it. So yeah. Yep. Yankees should trade for Volpe. They have Volpe already. I don't really care what that guy says. I don't listen to him at all. What are you going to trade Volpe for? Who are you going to replace him with? What are you going to get for Volpe in a trade? Replace. Yeah, I know Blue Cheese, and that channel likes to slander a lot of people, so that's pretty much what they're known for. Yeah, and I agree too. He doesn't have. Yeah, Texas would never trade Seager for Volpe, especially without eating half his contract. Yeah, but who would? I mean, like trade Volpe where to who? It might, you seen. It might, but I wouldn't waste my time debating that guy. It's not worth it. Well, exactly. Need two teams. Exactly. Thank you, John. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And I don't think there's a problem with being an emotional Yankee fan either. When you're basing a lot of your arguments on not facts or propaganda or other people's narratives, it doesn't help. You know, Yankees can get McMahon without Volpe. Yeah, somebody proposed Volpe to the Braves for Ozzy Albies, but it doesn't make any sense either. You're going to hear a lot of crazy trade proposals now. There was one the other day I mentioned Jason Dominguez to the Giants for Matt Chapman. Well, somebody was pushing that one. No, you'll continue to hear a lot of craziness, and you'll hear Volpe trade proposals too. Yassine, you will hear your Volpe trade proposals. Yeah, yeah, it was not a good fielding night for him tonight, Volpe. Yeah, no, yep. Volpe for why would the Angels do that? Is the question. And I thought it was helpful. The Angels. Why would the Angels do that? Right? Yeah, it's it. There's a lot of crazy, and this is the time to get crazy ideas and crazy trade proposals kind of ginned up and get people all fired up and stuff. So, get buckle up for the next couple weeks. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts. So, and like, I can't wait for trade deadline day because I'll be live like 6 or 8 hours that day, and I'm only, uh, yeah. Who's saying Volpe's a bust? You see, who's saying it? His stats project him to hit about 20 homers, driving about 80 ribbies, and have about a 4 WAR. So that's generally not bust. But who's saying a bust? That he's a bust. What channels are saying that he's a bust? No. Yep. 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 Uh, Cashman's got to be on the phone. Frank, he's got to be on the phone on just around the clock. And I know he's actively looking to trade players. He's actively, working the phones. That I do know. No. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gunnar Henderson, exactly. No, I would not, Yassine. Trading for a Big Mac and apple pie. Nah. It's tempting, but I wouldn't do it. Who sits? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it won't be Grisham tomorrow. See Rice and Dominguez, the youth in there. That I can see. I don't know. Yeah. 37 days to the trade deadline. Right around the corner, baby. Right around the corner. It's gonna be interesting at deadline. And we're gonna see some trades that we're like, what the hell? I can't get that. Some trades are gonna knock us on our butts. Some trades are gonna be like, so I think it's gonna be a combination of flair, non-flair, standard stuff. So Boone's favorite superhero is the Hulk. All right, that's cool. That's cool. You seen like me the Hulk. Yeah, Yep, you're right about that. He does have to work on. Um, he has to work on his defense more. What's that, blue cheese? Oh yeah, no doubt. If he's a bust, and so is gonna. Yeah, this is true. No doubt, man. No doubt about it. Yeah, McMahon's probably becoming a more appealing option. Um, how possible? I don't know. That I don't know. Hmm. Oh yeah, Kong. It is now. It's the only one in action, baby. That's right. Yeah, Renato. My guess is there'll be. Excuse me. Talks about him being traded too. To either the Astros or the Yankees or one of those teams. Yep. Yankees analytics don't believe players being hot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't work for the analytics, neither does Clint Frazier, so don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Jocelyn, we know Cashman's working. We just don't know what the plan's going to be. We don't know what the moves are going to be because I don't think we know who's available yet. And that sucks, but it's true. It really stinks. The Cardinals are in playoff contention, which I have a hard time thinking they're going to move somebody like Donovan, and they may even keep Arenado too. If they're going to be contention, they may keep both of them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking forward to seeing what the next trade is going to be, no matter who it is. But I do think, I mean, the Yankees do need to add a reliever in the bullpen and a bat for the infield. And I'm hoping that it's sooner than later. And I do think Cashman will be on the phone, working the phone, until he manifests one or both of those trades into reality. No. Right? So we'll see. I think if anybody from the Yankees gets traded, it's well, I know they're gonna. I mean, I know they're gonna actively try and trade Stroman too, so they have to get him in there pitching, and they got to showcase him to show people that he's healthy, that he can perform. That needs to happen. So, yeah, socialism. Unfortunately, the GOP is also a socialist party. It's just corporates. It's socialism for the corporations and rugged capitalism for everybody else. Fight for the crumbs while we give all the money to the rich people that don't need it. But we'll call that, fiscal conservatives. We'll call that whatever you want to call it. Yeah. It's funny how like socialism has become such a toxic word. Yeah. 4 2-run bombs today. Cardinals are sticking around contention, man. They really, really are. They're sticking attention. Yeah. But if anybody can pull out some kind of crazy trade with the Cardinals or a team like that, it's Cashman. So Rodon is pitching tomorrow. Fried pitches Wednesday. So I feel better about us winning the series after today. So, and that will be another series to win. So before we have a day off on Thursday and before Oakland comes to town, and they come to town for only 3 games, and then I think they go to Toronto after that. No police are going. I hear that, Jocelyn. No dirty cops, at least. No dirty cops. That's for sure. We need them to beat Cincy too, Joseph. So Stanton does need more bats. He needs to catch up still. Agreed. Agreed 100%. But that's it, gang. Let me let you all go. Tomorrow's another day. It's got to be better than today. So go have a great night. Hit the like button on the way out if you don't mind. I greatly appreciate it. Your support really means the world. Government of the poor. Headed by, yeah, you got that right. Bankrupting businesses that are built to be wildly profitable. Yep. How good am I guessing and name that Yankee players? Like, do you have one for me to guess before I wrap it up? Name that Yankee player. What do you got, Wayne, before I wrap it up? Talking about players taking. Yeah. The thing they do on yes. Yeah, well, do you have one? Do you have one that you want to try, Wink? We'll see if we can guess it. But I do think I like that. It's kind of fun on yes. Pope Leo. Yeah, Pope Leo seems to be kind of on it. Kind of on it, man. Mm-hmm. Oh, no doubt. So now, yep. Bonus no right. Peace, man. Wink, you want to put it out there before I wrap it up? Oh, Corbin Carroll broke his wrist tonight? That sucks. Damn, Diamondbacks are just suffering major. And Eugenio Suarez got hit in the hand by a pitch today. My goodness, that sucks. Oh, my gosh. Feel bad for the Diamondbacks. I do. All right, gang. Well, go have a great night. Peace and love to all of you. You are the best. Yeah, it sucks, Jonathan, for Corbin Carroll. Sucks for the Diamondbacks. They're completely out of it now, I think, in my opinion, with this. So, but have a great night, gang. Peace and love to all of you. Any news comes out, you know you're going to get here. See y'all tomorrow.